Like the girls on YouTube, they're like, you just sloop it, flip it, tighten it, and I'm like, tighten what? Like I'm lost.
Slowly kisses passing by.
I haven't done this in a month. I kind of like had to reteach myself how to do it because I've only done box braids one time. And then I originally tried to do the crochet method, and I even bought 2 crochet like of the needles in different sizes. So maybe like a bigger one would be harder or a smaller one would be harder. I bought everything, but it just really didn't work. It was really hard. I didn't understand how to do it. Like the girls on YouTube, they're like, you just sloop it, flip it, tighten it, and I'm like, tighten what? Like I'm lost. And there was just like so much hair everywhere, and it was really confusing to follow. So really the easiest way I think is to start it like a box braid and then carry it out. And then I did the box braid method like for 3 times, and then I turned it into a twist, and that worked out really well, you can see. And also I said in the video prior that it was actually gonna be like shoulder length passion twist, and that was gonna go, but I also bought the wrong type of hair because I got the free tress that all the girls again on YouTube, you know, said to get, but I guess I didn't hear what type, because I think you're supposed to get the wet and wavy or something like that brand. They didn't have that, and also I didn't look for it. I used the go-go curl and a deep curl because they only had 3 packets. I used 4 packets of hair in total, and the way that the curl was, since it was looser, it just did not look right if it was like shorter. So I opted to make them, let me back up so you can see, to make them around this length. So this would be around, you know, 14 to 16 inches. And I think that it looks a lot better. Like I'll show you, I have some short ones because I tried to do the shoulder length at first. Let me see if I can find one right here. So they all would have been this length, but you see, like it just barely starts curling right there. So for it to still look curly, I opted for the longer length, and I think that that looks a lot better. And the great thing about doing your hair yourself, because this is so quick and easy, the great thing about doing it is if it does get like frizzy or anything like that, you can refresh your own braids. And I'm actually gonna show you how to do that because I did go swimming. I went to swimming twice. So I wash my hair twice, because if you do go swimming and you have braids, you should really still wash it out, because if the chlorine gets into your natural hair, it could cause breakage. So it's always a good idea to wash it. So I did that, and obviously, you know, when you put water to curly hair, it's gonna frizz up. So there were a few curls and stuff that were like slipping a little and just got a little frizzy, and I redid about 3 or 4 of them, and everything from there was fine. But I do have 2 that I saved, so I can show you right now on camera how to refresh it. It's gonna be really quick, really easy. And here are gonna be the tools that I'm gonna use. I use these same tools when I was actually doing my hair. So I used the Shine and Jam conditioning gel, extra hold. I used a rat tail comb. I used Do Grow. It's called a hair vitalizer, but it's basically just like a grease, so any grease that you have. And then lastly, I found that this works better for refreshing, and it's the Gotta Be Glued hair gel that I love using. I also use it for my edges and everything like that. So it works really well. And also the method that I use, I said that I was gonna try to like go around and then part your hair, like make all the parts and then go back around and do the twist. But that style, it may work for some people, but it really just did not work for me. Like I said, all of my hair kept getting like tangled with each other, and the parts kept like meshing and stuff. So I really just opted to do it as I went. And that made the whole process a lot easier and a lot less confusing and a lot less stressful. So that's gonna be my go-to way to do it. I can't just like part my whole head and then go back and add the twist, because at that point, so many of the twists are like tangled in each other and it's a mess. So I'm gonna take down my hair, and then I'm gonna show you guys how I refresh these twists. Also, I'm a little zoomed in. This one, as you can see, is slipping. It's literally hanging on by a thread. The knot is right here. And the rest of this is all my hair. So this one is slipping probably, you know, from swimming and putting up my hair and everything like that. So you can really easily fix this. Let me show you how. I just unravel the twist. And by the way, I can save the hair, all the hair that I like. If I needed to redo a twist, I just untwisted it and the hair was still in good condition where I could just retwist it back up and everything was fine. All right, so now that it's out, here is my natural hair. And I honestly, when I'm refreshing it, I assess the damage at the root to see if it's like frizzy and if I need to redo that, which I am definitely going to do. So if I don't, then I'll just go ahead and just rebraid it with it in. But with this, it's a little too frizzy and a little too loose. That's another thing. I realized that the hair slid more if the rubber band at the top was not, you know, as tight, because I didn't want to tie it too tight because I didn't want to, you know, put too much stress on my hair or anything like that. So I just take this, I use my rat tail comb to just grab the rubber band, and then I break it, and then I take it off like that. Then I'm gonna be taking my Dew Grow, or you can use whatever grease of your choice, and I'm just gonna moisturize that part again before you put on too heavy gels. Like that. You can also get it on the scalp. And then I use the Shine and Jam. And I'm actually just going over where I put all that grease, but focusing it on this part so it can be nice and tight. Because I noticed also some of my twists, they were loose because of how just like long it takes. This, since they're not like jumbo or anything like that, it did take longer than last time. When I did my jumbo box braids, they only took like 2.5 hours. This took around like probably 5 hours. So you're gonna have to sit down, don't have plans for the rest of the day if you're gonna do this, but it's very worth it. After that, I'm gonna go ahead and put my Got2b glue on it, because it's easier to also tuck your hair the more slick it is. So now I'm gonna go in with my black rubber band and tie my hair. If I tie the hair 4 times, then it is a little bit too loose. So I end up tying it around 7 or 8 times, and then that's the perfect amount for me. So I kind of start off twisting it like a Bantu knot, just so the roots can get as tight as they can. And then go ahead and I twist it. Five, 6, 7, and 8. And yeah, that's tight enough. Your hair should look like a little sticking out thing. And then I'm gonna grab the same hair and I'm just stretching it out. Any knots that it may have had, you know, for me like laying on it and stuff, be gone. And then let me get up close so I can show you. Okay, so after you stretch that out, I grab it, and this is the part to get it very tight. I grab it as close to the base of my hair as I can get, like that, and then I pull it tight, and then I pull it tight, and I pull it tight. As you can see, I'm doing this like a regular braid, and then I've done that. And I've done this about 4 times. So then it should look like this. You can see the knot right here. And then I grab it and then I twist. Begin to twist, and then you want to make sure the actual fake hair is wrapped kind of around your real hair, because that's how you tuck it in. And you'll know if you're twisting it the right way if it feels like it's getting tighter on your scalp. If it feels like it's loosening, or if it even starts to slip, that means that you're twisting it the wrong way. And I've actually noticed the twist lasts better if you twist kind of like, think up and sideways when you're twisting instead of like holding it straight down like this. Because if you hold it down like this, then the twist will be looser than if you have it up here. It does take a little longer, but it'll make your twist last a lot longer too. And twisting is really the easiest part. Like, I like this part. If someone could start it off for me and then I'm just like, okay, time to twist away. That would honestly be great. All right, and then when you come to the end, you tie that off and then you're done. Your hair is refreshed. And now that one is completely done. Remember, if you want it to fall this way or this way, just think about that before you twist it, because you can move it, but the direction you put it in, that's will make it lay flatter. So now I'm gonna do the other one that I saved for you guys that's slipping, and I'm gonna be silent and just show you guys how to do it again. Okay guys, so I really hope that both of those were really helpful, and honestly this is a great thing to learn during quarantine or anytime. You can save yourself so much money. One last tip that I'm going to give you is anytime that you're taking out the rubber bands that are at the base of your hair, I really recommend going in with the end of the rat tail comb, grabbing one piece of the rubber band and snapping it and then unraveling your hair, because if you try to pull the rubber band down the length of your hair, it's gonna snag. No matter how much oil you put on it, some will come out, but no strands ever have came out when I do it that way with the rat tail comb. So that's a really good tip for you guys. It's awesome. I think you guys should really try this and have fun with your hair. You can also add little jewels and everything like that. So I really hope you enjoyed it. Let me know any other hair things that you guys would like me to do down in the comments below. If you like this video, please give it a like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.